Welcome back to Sparkle and Shine, your go-to podcast for expert tips and tricks from JP Carpet Cleaning Expert Floor Care. I'm your host, Layla, and today I want to talk about something that's a little bit different than what I usually talk about. In this case, I want to talk about some of the best wood floor cleaners that are available on the market today. Something that's easy for you to manage your own cleaning in between professional cleanings. Excuse me. So as I'm sure you've noticed, my voice is still kind of scratchy. I actually have pneumonia. It only took 3 doctor's appointments for me to finally figure out what the problem is. I am getting better. I finally have finished the antibiotic, but my voice is still a little scratchy and I still have a little bit of a cough, so please forgive me if this isn't as refined as some of my other episodes. Okay, so without further ado, today, like I said, I want to talk about choosing the best wood floor cleaner for your home. And really, choosing the best wood floor cleaner is not just about keeping your floors looking nice. It's about preserving them and making sure that you're really protecting one of the most significant investments in your home. And, there's a myriad of products on the market, each promising to be the, quote, ultimate solution for your wood floor. And navigating through all these options can be incredibly overwhelming. What I'm hoping to do is simplify that journey for you. And I did a quick Google search, did some Amazon searches for the best wood floor cleaners, and taking into account what Amazon and Google say, some expert opinions, other consumer ratings, and other industry recommendations, I'm hoping to help you make the right decision for your floors. And by focusing on these sources and experiences, I want to give you the knowledge to make the informed decision to make the informed decision for your specific floors. Not every floor is the same. So what I like might not be what you like, but I hope that I went through all of these options and that you'll be able to get something that is helpful for you, even if it's just how we rated these products. So again, why does choosing the right wood floor cleaner matter? The longevity and appearance of your wood floors are heavily influenced by the choice of cleaner. Using the wrong product can lead to a ton of different issues, ranging from dulling the finish to causing irreparable damage over time. In contrast, the right cleaner can enhance the natural beauty and grain of the wood, extend the life of your floors by preventing wear and tear, and ensure the safety of your home by using non-toxic ingredients. And that's one of the things that I want to foot stomp. To safeguard the health of your floors and your family, it's crucial to select a cleaner that's both effective and appropriate for the type of your wood and the finish of your floors, and making sure that it's environmentally safe. Here are some of the factors that we think are the most crucial when it comes to picking a wood floor cleaner. The ingredients and the safety. So again, opt for cleaners with non-toxic, environmentally friendly ingredients. Products certified by EPA's Safer Choice program are generally a reliable choice. They offer peace of mind regarding health and safety because you do know that they've been run through the ringer, if you will. They are certified, they are safe, and you can trust that. The next thing is effectiveness and type of wood finish compatibility. So it should be effective on your floor without causing any damage to it. The National Wood Floor Association does provide some maintenance tips that can help you find the product that's best suited for your floors. And then, of course, ease of use and residue. We looked at cleaners that are easy to apply and shouldn't leave any sticky or dulling residue behind. A no-rinse formula can sometimes save time and preserve the natural beauty of the floor, but sometimes no-rinse formulas do leave behind a residue. So again, the decision on what to use is not an easy decision and it shouldn't be taken lightly. The impact on your home's appearance, the longevity of the floors, and the health of your environment are all kind of banking on your decision. And making an informed choice is not just about cleanliness of the floor, but it's about the overall well-being of your home. So what I did, again, I did a quick Google search, I did some Amazon searching, and I found the top 5 wood floor cleaners of 2024. Here are the brands that made the cut, and then why I chose them, I'll go into in a little bit. So the first one was Bona Hardwood Floor Cleaner. Then we have Method Squirt plus Mop Hardwood Floor Cleaner. Murphy Oil Soap Wood Floor Cleaner. Weeman Hardwood Floor Cleaner, I probably pronounced that wrong. Black Diamond Wood and Laminate Cleaner. I picked these because they were all rated for outstanding performance, they have good safety profiles, and they're relatively easy to use. So if you don't like what I rated as number one, any of these options will generally meet your needs. Now, how to use the wood floor cleaners for best results. So what we did is we followed the same step-by-step guide for every single product when we tested them. This allowed us to make sure that every test was independent and was properly graded against the same criteria. And this process we typically recommend to ensure that your floors stay pristine and damage-free. So number one, this might sound kind of silly, but pre-clean. Before you do any kind of mopping, use a dust mop, a broom, a vacuum cleaner, whatever, sweep or vacuum to remove any loose dirt or debris. So sand, silt, dust, dirt, all that stuff sticks to your feet, sticks to your shoes, even sticks to your mop pad. And as you move it around the house, you actually kind of scratch the finish of the floor. And after months and months of doing this, eventually you wear the finish out so badly that you need a refresher or something like that. That's why we recommend pre-cleaning, to make sure you get all that dust and silt off before you start the actual cleaning. Then you apply the real cleaner. We did this by following the product instructions for the cleaner. We didn't deviate, we did exactly as the cleaner said. For spray cleaners, a light mist across the floor is usually sufficient. Then we used a microfiber mop or cloth mop to gently wipe the floor, following the grain of the wood. Now, we always follow the grain of the wood regardless of the service we're performing, because if you go against the grain, you'll see that streaking, you'll see some strange lines, so always go with the grain. Then we allow the floor to dry, or if we're impatient, like I usually am, we would get a dry microfiber mop or cloth to remove any of that excess moisture. So there are some things I want to mention that you should avoid doing to avoid damage. So again, one, don't overwet the floor. In general, excess water is the worst thing you can do for your wood floors. It quickly leads to water damage, and water damage on wood floors it spreads. And this does include steam cleaners or steam mops. Just in general, please try to avoid those kinds of things on your wood floors, especially if you have natural wood floors, engineered wood floors, laminate floors. If they are not rated for water, please don't use water. Also avoid using any harsh scrubbing tools like steel wool or abrasive cleaners and cleaning solutions that can scratch the wood. So even a baking soda solution, baking soda is an abrasive. It can scratch the wood floor. It can scratch the finish if it's used too frequently. That's typically, again, why we recommend the dust mopping with a clean cloth. I got it right this time. Before beginning any other cleaning. And finally, test the cleaner that you choose in an inconspicuous area before you spread it across your entire floor. You want to make sure it's compatible, it's not going to damage anything. So always test it first before you go everywhere with it. Okay, so here's how I evaluated these wood floor cleaners. I picked a couple of specific traits that I care about, and then I rated each one of these. If you want to see the table, it's actually on our website. You can see it visually. I think it's pretty, but it's easy to see, and you can see all of the different wood floor cleaners and these various traits and how they stack up against each other. So the first trait was formulation. Formulation refers to the specific combination of ingredients used to make that product. So this includes the active ingredients, solvents, pH adjusters, fragrances, dyes, and preservatives. My preference is water-based, as that means the product can be easily rinsed if needed, and they tend to dry faster. Oil-based products tend to be used for conditioning, which is, again, not what I'm going for here. Suitability is the next type of trait. In this context, it refers to what the product is designed for. So all of the products here are meant for cleaning hardwood floors, but it's nice to know some more of the details. For example, unwaxed, unoiled polyurethane finished floors are different than engineered wood floors. And again, if it says laminate floor cleaner, it's maybe not what you want to use on wood floor cleaner or vice versa. The next trait, I mentioned this several times already, is eco-friendliness and US EPA Safer Choice certified. Being gentle on the environment is a must. So I like products that are biodegradable. I have 5 cats and a dog, so I want the products that are on my floors to be safe for them. So products, can be considered eco-friendly without being certified, but the safer choice criteria does give a little bit more peace of mind. It is a program that covers a wide range of cleaning products. So it's not just wood floor cleaners. You can actually find this for dozens of other types of cleaners. And just a quick note about ingredients. Peter at JP Floor Care wanted me to let you guys know, they've been in this industry for a long time, and they've done a lot of research on products that are eco-friendly, safe for pets, kids, folks with sensitive respiratory systems like me. And that's the case for all of their services, from carpet cleaning to upholstery cleaning and wood floor cleaning. So that said, there are certain ingredients that they know to avoid. We do have another article on the website that does talk about those things. The important thing to note here, however, is that even if the packaging is green or it says like it's got a pretty white label and it looks like it's eco-friendly, that doesn't necessarily mean the cleaner is safe or natural. Inspect even the most popular products to make sure that you are getting the natural cleaner you're actually looking for. Okay, so I've gone through all these traits. Now I'm gonna hit how we did this. So I talked a little bit earlier about the step-by-step guide of cleaning, but this is exactly what we did. So for every test, we used the exact same kind of spray bottle and the exact same mop. We wanted to make sure all of our variables were kept strictly the same, so that the only real variable was the wood floor cleaner. So we used a chemically resistant spray bottle, which tends to last longer with cleaning products, and the same microfiber pad. We bought it off Amazon. It's like a set of 5. Microfiber mops tend to be less streaky, which is really important when testing wood floor cleaners. It's also important to note that for this, we were not going for shine. I wanted clean and not streaky or sticky. I don't care about the shine. When the cleaner called for a rinse cycle to remove the product from the floor, I made sure to use warm water and change the bucket constantly so that the water is always clean. And again, I know I said be careful with the amount of water you're using. That's why use several dry mops, wipe it dry after you're done with the rinse cycle. And again, I didn't use any products that was labeled, I didn't even evaluate any products labeled hardwood polish. These products are designed to leave a glossy film on the hardwood, and it does look beautiful, but for the first few weeks. However, those products are meant to be removed before they're reapplied, and it's very difficult to remove them. So with continued application without removing it, the waxy film begins to darken and gets even more difficult to remove. So highly caution against using those kinds of products unless you're familiar with it and you really do know how to remove the old wax before applying the new stuff. Okay, so the first one we tested was Bona Hardwood Floor Cleaner. Bona Hardwood Floor Cleaner is water-based. It's suitable for all unwaxed, unoiled, polyurethane finished wood floors. It has a low VOC and is biodegradable. It's ready to use and there's no rinse required. It is also US EPA Safer Choice certified. It's only one of 2 on this list that are. We selected it as the best overall. It's, again, ready to use, requires no dilution, and it was easy to fill a spray bottle and get started. It's also got a neutral pH, which, as someone who works with a professional wood floor cleaning company, is one of the most important things to consider to maintain the polyurethane finish on the hardwood floors. Bona also recommends using their specific microfiber cleaning pad. They do have a special cleaning kit that comes with it that operates kind of like a Swiffer wet jet. It's probably easier, but I have the tools and it was a matter of maintaining the experiment. So I spritzed a little of the cleaner on the floor and I mopped. It dries pretty quickly, doesn't leave any kind of sticky feeling, and there is absolutely no residue, and it was completely streak free. So it really was truly no rinse. I prefer the odorless option, but it does also come in like cedar wood and lavender thyme, and it's about $18 for a full gallon, so it was the most cost-effective option too. Our runner-up choice, excuse me, the runner-up choice was Weiman, I'm pronouncing that wrong, Hardwood floor cleaner. This is the second option on this list that was US EPA certified, Safer Choice certified. It's similar to Bona in that it's ready to use and rinse free, which again makes it easy to work with. It is suitable for, quote, all wood floor types. So that's good. It's also eco-friendly and biodegradable. Okay. We performed the same process. We sprayed a little on the floor, mopped with a microfiber pad. I did notice that it feels a little bit sticky on the first go around, so I actually diluted the solution and tried again. That seemed to help. The other thing I noticed, specifically with the undiluted experiment, is that we needed to go with the grain of the wood. Otherwise, there was some noticeable streakiness. Aside from that, however, too much talking, sorry. Aside from that, however, if I had no choice and I had to use this one and Bona was out of stock, I would definitely pick this one. It is a little pricier. It's about $25 a gallon. But again, I had to dilute it, so hopefully it'll last a little longer. The other three options we tried were Black Diamond Wood and Laminate Floor Cleaner, Murphy Oil Soap Wood Cleaner, and Method Squirt and Mop Hardwood Floor Cleaner. I have these listed as honorable mentions because none of them are US EPA Safer Choice certified. However, they are all listed as non-toxic, ready to use, hypoallergenic. They are listed as like safe in general. They are all biodegradable, eco-friendly, and they can be used pretty much on any finished wood floor or hard surface. Let's see here. So for Black Diamond, I like that it specifies that it works for laminate floors, which are very different from wood or vinyl flooring. Traditional laminate floors are typically made from pressed board with like a picture of the wood printed on it. And as you can probably guess, cleaning pressed board with water is a definite no-no. Black Diamond Wood Floor Cleaner is another no-rinse cleaner, and it did a pretty good job of getting the floors clean. It met a majority of the criteria, but it isn't EPA certified at this time. It's important to note that this is a cleaning agent and not a polish. So I didn't expect a shiny finish. Some of the reviews on Amazon did appear like they were expecting a shiny finish, but no, it's not a shiny finish. But it was very clean and streak-free. Murphy Oil Soap Wood Cleaner was a bit of I was a little bit scared of using this one. I definitely have some reservations when it comes to Murphy's oil. I've seen the company, the team has seen a lot of homes that have used Murphy's oil improperly and caused a fair amount of damage. That said, please do be cautious because the ingredients in Murphy's oil soap have been shown to damage the flooring finish after extended use. But this was recommended, and experience provides many lessons. So the first lesson is that Murphy's oil is a concentrated liquid soap. This is very different from anything else on this list. That means that it needs to be diluted before it can be used. So I did that first. I diluted 2 ounces of the soap into a gallon of warm water. That is exactly what the directions say to do. Then I poured that solution into my chemically resistant spray bottle, and then I started the cleaning. So the smell was a little strong. It's a citronella scent. I like citronella. I have it on both the patio and the porch, so I'm familiar with the scent. It was like that, but almost as if you stuck your entire face in the plant. And that was with only the 2 ounces. That's just my opinion. Again, I like the odorless things because I am a little bit sensitive to those kinds of things. The directions do say no rinsing required, but I felt the floors were kind of sticky and felt a little gummy, so I rinsed it anyway. Again, I used warm water, changed the bucket of water every 150 square feet or so, just to make sure the water was always clean. That said, this is an oil-based soap. Remember how I said I liked water-based better? It's because oil-based, of course, it requires an oil solvent. Water doesn't necessarily do a fantastic job at rinsing with just one pass. So, some people swear by Murphy's oil soap to clean the wood floors, and totally, totally fair. Maybe I didn't clean with it right. Maybe any number of reasons, but Murphy's oil soap is just not for me. It's not my choice. It's other people's, just not mine. Method Squirt and Mop Hardwood Floor Cleaner was the final option. This one was actually the most expensive of the options, with the largest bottle being about 68 ounces, which is half the size of any of the other wood floor cleaners. Again, I don't like scent, but the almond scent to this one was fantastic. The performance, however, left some to be desired. The directions are super easy: squirt and mop. No dilution or rinsing is required. However, I felt this product left an incredibly sticky film on the floor rather than cleaning it. I should note the bottle says clean and gleam, which I very specifically avoided, so I kind of messed up when I picked this one, apparently. Again, not my favorite product, but some folks are incredibly happy with it. So if what you're looking for is a clean and gleam, then by all means, try this one. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. So we've gone through all our wood floor cleaners, and maybe you've decided which one to use and you're happy with it. Maybe you don't. Wherever you are at this stage, there's other things that you can do to keep your hardwood floors clean. Regardless of the type of hardwood floor, keeping them clean can sometimes feel like a never-ending chore. Here are some things that we recommend to keep your floors cleaner longer. So first off, a routine. Routine cleaning is essential for maintaining the beauty and lifespan of your home in general, but especially hardwood floors. Daily cleanups with a broom or a vacuum help to remove dirt, dust, and debris that can scratch and damage the wood floor over time. That's what I mentioned earlier about this dust and silt needing to be swept regularly. Really, you'd be surprised at how much regular sweeping protects the floor surface from foot traffic that brings the gritty particles into the house. You could even do this with like a Shark robot vacuum. Run it once a day to pick up all of that stuff. And then when it comes to routine cleaning tools, it's important to choose things that are gentle on hardwood floors. Soft bristle brooms, microfiber dust mops, or vacuums with soft rollers are generally the best options for keeping hardwood floors clean without causing them any harm. For best results, we typically recommend investing in a high-quality vacuum specifically designed for hardwood floors. I know it might be tempting to get that one-size-fits-all, but look for a vacuum with adjustable suction power, soft brush attachments, and a non-abrasive beater bar. You can get a one-size-fits-all with those options as well. Additionally, microfiber cleaning cloths specifically formulated for hardwood floor cleaners, any specially formulated hardwood floor cleaners, and soft bristle push brooms are great additions to your hardwood floor maintenance toolkit. And I know it sounds like a lot and it may seem like a slog, but getting your family involved and incorporating daily cleanups with the right tools can keep the dust bunnies at bay and can keep your beautiful wood floors clean and protected. The other thing that we generally recommend is, splurge for the professional treatment. There are two treatments that JP Carpet Cleaning Expert Floor Care and many other flooring contractors provide. The first is a recoating. The second is refinishing. Recoating is the less invasive of the two options. This one involves lightly scratching the topmost layer of your existing polyurethane or floor protector and applying new polyurethane. This option can help deal with surface scratches and even some stubborn stains. This type of service can be performed every year if you want, as it doesn't actually affect the remaining life of the wood, though we do typically suggest every 3 to 5 years for maximum efficiency. Refinishing is much more intense and invasive. Depending on your needs, the floor is sanded down to the bare wood, repaired, restained, and then a new polyurethane is applied. This generally provides that brand new look and feel to the floors and your home, but it does take some of the life of the wood. Takes some of the life from the wood, excuse me. For this reason, Refinishing is suggested every 5 to 7 years or longer if you can manage. If you do recoating more regularly, you can actually push your refinishing even further out. Okay, so I've covered quite a bit today. This is probably my longest post ever, but I have some questions here that I'd like to answer. Just to go over some of these things to really drive the point home, if you will. So first off, usage. How often should I clean my wood floors with a wood floor cleaner? About once every 1 to 2 weeks should be sufficient. This, of course, depends on the foot traffic and the usage of the space. And if you're doing that regular sweeping and vacuuming, then every 1 to 2 weeks should be perfectly fine. If you're not doing the regular sweeping and vacuuming, you might find yourself doing hardwood floor cleaning a little bit more frequently. Okay, safety. Are wood floor cleaners safe for use around children and pets? Some are, some aren't. Again, I mentioned that about the EPA Safer Choice certification. I also have another article that we've written that kind of goes into the various ingredients that you want to avoid to make sure that the product is safe for pets and children. So some of these ingredients are, you'd be surprised, it's like things like formaldehyde are found in general household cleaners. Phenols, ammonia, coal tar dyes are added to just make the cleaning product a color, like green or blue. Just for the color, you're adding tar. So again, some wood floor cleaners are safe, some are not. Take a look at the ingredients and understand what you're trying to avoid and why. Can you use dish soap on hardwood floors? You can, but note it's not made for your wood floors. However, if you're in a pinch and you need to degrease your floors, a couple of drops of dish soap in a gallon or two of hot water will do the trick. Again, be very, very careful. Quickly put the water down and pick it right back up as fast as you can. Don't let it sit. Now, the next question is, why are my hardwood floors still dirty after mopping? Well, there's a few reasons. First, how often are you changing the water after you use it? So I mentioned before that every time I used a mop for rinsing, I replaced the water frequently, every 150 square feet or so. If you aren't changing the water frequently enough, excuse me. Yeah, okay, sorry. If you aren't changing the water frequently enough, you might end up just pushing the dirt from one end of your home to the other, and that's not really helpful. You might also be using too much of the cleaning solution. Too much soap will leave the floor looking streaky or feeling sticky. So I mentioned with one of the cleaners that it said it didn't need to be diluted, but I ended up diluting it in a second experiment anyway. And that's because I noticed that the cleaner, I think this was the Weeman hardwood floor cleaner, I noticed that for my own home, it felt kind of sticky. So I diluted it and I had no more problems. So again, too much soap can leave the floor streaky and sticky. Or finally, the finish on the floor may be damaged. This can be caused by using the wrong product to clean it or simply just age and use. That's when we would recommend professional wood floor cleaning. Okay, what not to use for hardwood cleaning. If you are cleaning, avoid anything listed as glow or shine. Those products may leave a beautiful shine for the first few times, but they need to be stripped before adding another layer. If these products like Orange Glow, Mop and Glow, whatever you name it, are continually applied without removing the original layer, you'll end up sealing the dirt and grime into the floor instead of removing it. I also mentioned abrasive cleaners, so even things like baking soda, avoid using those kinds of DIY solutions. And finally, avoid anything with a pH over 9 or under 6. These will damage the finish of the floor. You might not notice it right away, but prolonged use of these kinds of products will cause the polyurethane to darken, gum up, or even peel away. And yes, that actually does include your pine sol. Pine sol will eat away at the polyurethane finish and destroy it. Okay. Again, longest podcast ever. Thanks for sticking with me through it. There's a lot of information here, and I'm really passionate about this topic. So to go over everything in summary, selecting the best wood floor cleaner is really crucial for maintaining the health and longevity of your hardwood floors. From what I've seen, from what I've tested, Bona hardwood floor cleaner is the top choice for most homeowners. It's efficient, it's eco-friendly, it's cost-effective. But again, remember, the right cleaner for you may not be the right cleaner for me. And the right cleaner not only revives the natural shine of your floors, but also ensures they remain safe and inviting. However, even the best products can't replace professional care. For deep, stubborn stains, an annual refresh, whatever you name it, consider our professional wood floor cleaning services. Utilizing specialized equipment and techniques to restore your floors to their original beauty without compromising the integrity is absolutely something everyone can get behind. Again, I talked about a lot of stuff. Don't let the wrong choice of cleaner tarnish your wood floors. If you don't know what I talked about, you're unsure about the best approach, or you need some help, please reach out. Our website is available wherever you're getting your podcast. You can find our number, our website. Please reach out. We're more than happy to talk through all of this and make sure that you get the best option for your floors. So, your wood floors deserve the best, and so do you. Okay, that's all I have for today. If you loved this episode and you want to hear more about it, please let me know. And don't forget to tune in next week for more expert advice from JP Carpet Cleaning Expert Floor Care. I'm Layla, wishing you a sparkling clean home. Until next time, keep shining.